Hey guys, Good Marks Goods here, and today I'm going to be revisiting an old video and an old piece. See, months ago I had bought a Redfield and Rice coffee samovar that I was intending to flip off of on eBay, but the Goodwill had broken the piece by being complete fuck-ups and not protecting it properly. They pissed me off so much that day. They threw it in a box. This thing's worth at least $300. They threw it in a box with no bubble wrap, and the lid was crushed in. It looked like a train wreck. But so for the second time in a row, Goodwill has refused to package the items in a way that shows that they give one modicum of care for people who are purchasing their pieces. That allowed the lid to get crushed and bent in, and the finial is now crooked. What is going on here? It's still, this is my problem with this now. It's worth enough that it will be worth fixing. It will be worth sending this to a professional or a metal worker, body worker, or whatever to get this nice. So I'll be able to sell this piece, but that's still going to be very expensive. I was able to get all my money back from the Goodwill. They practically gave it to me for free. So what I did was I took the cash I spent on the item and I put it towards repairing the lid. Now I've had that lid for a while, but I haven't looked at it because I've been just so damn busy. And I had buried this in my storage unit, and I just didn't have the energy to dig for it, but I eventually did find it. And so it's time to go ahead and look at what this thing looks like. I hope they were able to do enough to where I can sell this piece. And I do remember that they asked for like $80, I think. It came around to like $80 to get this lid repaired and back to me. During we talk about shipping and all that, and they wanted like another $140 to replate it, and I was just like, what? If we think about that, $180 could afford about 6 ounces of silver at $30. At $30, that's probably a little bit too much, especially if you're going to go for a generic round right now. Probably like eight or so ounces of generic silver. And that's the cost of repairing or replating a tiny little lid, a samovar lid. It is crazy how uneconomical it is to plate, to make your own silver plate these days. But they sure did used to do that a lot back in the day. Alright, let's go check this out. Yep, so here's the invoice I'm looking at here. Work order, silver plate lid, straighten and polish crushed lid best as possible, $72 line total. Shipping and insurance cost me $27. A hazard fee of $5. Not quite sure why a hazard fee was they wanted a hazard fee. Maybe it's like the chemicals that they use to I have no idea. But anyway, so there's a coffee/tea up to 3.5 inches. Replate costs $95. I I rejected that. So hopefully it's going to be good enough the way it looks. I know that there's going to be some silver loss because of how the lid was crushed in and it lost some silver. So here is the finished piece. It looks like they were able to straighten it a bit. It was a massacre. I'm not gonna deny that. But yeah, it's still in fairly bad shape. It's unfortunate, and I'm still bitter about with how terrible that Goodwill was. I'll go ahead and repost the original footage of this piece, but yeah, overall it's acceptable, and I can see why she wanted me to spend an extra $95 to replate the piece, but I just couldn't go for it. If I did, then most of the profit would have been completely gone. But also I wanted to go ahead and window shop a little bit and see if possibly I could find a plating service for cheaper than $95. That's what I might end up doing, because it's just still not really resellable in its current form. So we might have to just put more investment in this box. Let me go ahead and see how it looks on top of the Samovar, though. So it's been a few months since I've seen her, but she's still as beautiful as the day I met her. And let's go ahead and look. Let's go ahead and look at how she looks with her hat on. You know, I think that'll work. I might just list it the way it is, and that should get me some profit. I was originally wanting like 350 to 400, but instead maybe I'll just ask for around 250. It should still sell that much. Maybe it will go for 300 as well. It'll be worth trying. Because Redfield and Rice certainly was a beautiful maker. Look at that. It is quite stunning. Even if it's not in perfect condition anymore with the lid, but it's got character now, I guess I can say. It's got character. And I do have to admit that Rita Robben did do her best. She had a if you could go to like another analogy, she did quite a good cosmetic procedure on this piece, because if somebody even today, if somebody comes in with 6 different broken bones in their face and crushed eye sockets, they're still not going to look like the day that they were before the accident. Cosmetic surgery can only do so much for you. But it was a pretty good attempt by her, and I'm not gonna downplay her service, even though it's still not looking like the piece it did before it got through that terrible Goodwill. Right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, y'all. And keep on the lookout for more treasures like this. Good Marks, goods out.